Welcome to All Spiritual Life Centers live Facebook feed service. We're grateful to have you here. Don't worry if you've shown up early or show up late. We're just grateful to have you. So today we want to discuss again why we're doing this, and the reason why we're on Facebook Live at the moment is we're still in the process of finding our building here in the greater Dayton area and working on funds to help manifest that. And one of the things I would like to go ahead and share real quick before we start is we are working on a fundraiser. The board got together Friday night, and we're working on a fundraiser, hoping we'll give you more details as follow the page for July 20th, and we're going to be doing readings in the park. So we're also going to be needing some of the mediumship volunteers to help make this happen. I know Brittany will be joining us. She's a fantastic medium. Of course, me and Reverend Micah. James will be one of the healers, and I think we'll be able to get a couple of drummers out there. So we're hoping to really have a nice thing. We'll have some food and some drinks. So it's going to be great. We just haven't figured out what park we're going to go into just yet. So we'll give you more details, but we're going to be getting that going here soon. Also, I want to go ahead and make the announcement that once we get our website, and that's in the process of being built right now, we are going to have online membership forms that people can fill out. It's $10, and that money goes directly into the church fund to help supply these things that we're doing to better serve you and to be able to reach a broader community of people and start coming together in a collective like we were meant to do in the first place. So anyways, that will be $10, and we'll have a PayPal thing set up. Also, we're working on for offerings in the service. If you wish to make a donation at the offering, you'll be able to go to a PayPal account that is All Spiritual Life Center as well. So I just wanted to throw those out there real quick for you before we got all started. So here we go. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to get comfortable. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to breathe deeply within and blow out forcefully. Centering yourself in this moment in time space. Gathering the energies around you. We're going to have our invocation. Mother, Father, God, infinite intelligence, grand orchestrator of all life in all dimensions, in all realities. The very life that we have our being in and that we breathe and breathes us each and every day. Knowing that we are in oneness when we just allow ourselves to remember this truth, this sacred harmony of the inflow and the outflow of the sacred and the divine that surrounds us, that is us, that is within us. We gather these collective energies around us to support this service, to open our minds at the top and to ground it in our root, to clear our channel from the mundane and to open it to the divine. We welcome thee. Bless this service with your sacredness, with your truth. May our thoughts be your thoughts. May my words be your words. May our heart beat as one. And together we say, so let it be. All right. Good morning, Roberta. Welcome. So grateful that you're here. Okay. The Declaration of Principles have been posted on All Spiritual Life Center's Facebook page. I think Micah gave a shout out prior to us going live. If you need to go there and read them with us or download them at a later date, that way you can read them with us. But right now we are going to recite the Declaration of Principles. So, number 1, we believe in infinite intelligence. Number two, we believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are expressions of infinite intelligence. Number three, we affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitutes true religion. Number four, we affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. Number five, we affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. Number six, we believe that the highest morality is contained in the Golden Rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Number seven, we affirm the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. Number eight, we affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul here or hereafter. Number nine, we affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. So that is our declaration of principles. And now we're going to go into our healing service. All right, so let's get into that breath again. Feel how good it feels to be alive and breathing. We're going to go into a meditation. Get your feet on the floor or get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and breathe. Feel yourself centering in this now moment. Focus your breath on the center of your heart. Allow yourself to envision your heart opening up, your heart chakra. And every breath that you take in, you take from the center of your chest, as well as your nostrils and your mouth. You feel this new inflow of breath. It ignites your heart chakra. And the breath goes downwards to your root and upwards to your crown. So you become the equal arm cross within. Never ending, always eternal, infinite reality, the bridge between both worlds. That is truly who you are. You're the infinite being manifesting in the finite as man. We are able at all times to remember this truth, to breathe from this center space and open this heart. For this is where healing begins. Feel yourself as the finite man, breathing in the macrocosm of spirit, the infinity of the divine. Feel the rhythmic flow, the ebb of breathing, the outward expression of breathing out, and the harmony that you're creating within your macrocosm finite, and the harmony of the macrocosm infinite. Feel this energy supply move through every cell, every organ, vein, corpuscle. Expanding your brain into the infinite mind. Feel yourself growing, your aura expanding. Becoming the bridge between heaven and earth. And within this breath, this rhythm contains the healing of the mind, of the body, and of the spirit. And with your conscious intent, whatever you feel may be ailing you, whether it's thoughts that derail you from your divine, old emotions that sink you into fear, fear of the future, or body aches and pains. With your conscious intent of taking in the macrocosm, infinite, and breathing it into the microcosm, finite man that we are, we can consciously direct this healing to where we may need it. For our intent is choice, is now, and it is power. And we possess this at all times if we just consciously remember this truth. So take a few moments and intentfully direct this healing to wherever you may need it within you. Do not give it away as of yet. This is yours to hold on to use, to direct. At the sound of the bowl, we are going to take the next phase of this healing, and we are going to read our healing prayer together. Allow yourself to stay in this healing space. Our prayer for spiritual healing. The first half of this prayer we keep to ourselves. The second half of this prayer we'll take this healing energy that we have manifested within us, and we're going to consciously direct it to somebody we love or that we know who needs healing. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. Breathe this in once more for yourself. Now, the next part of this prayer, gather those energies, and we're going to direct it, hold in your mind's eye, somebody you know or love that you would like to direct this healing to. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in love and the power of infinite intelligence. So mote it be. Take a few minutes to breathe this and call out the names out loud of the people you would like to send healing to. Human consciousness. All those who are in the obsidious addiction, who are seeking and wanting a way out. Okay, once more at the sound of the bell, our healing service will be closing. With a closing prayer for our healing service. We thank this great unseen force that has 10,000 names and more for reminding us of the truth that as we have our being in the finite body of the earth, our spiritual nature is of infinite source. And we have the power to cultivate the infinite healing source within us. We are so grateful for this truth, for the sacredness of this knowledge. And we carry this forward as we go about our day. For every step we take upon the planet, we have a healing step upon her as well. For every breath we take and breathe out into the macrocosm, we breathe this healing force into our surrounding environment to uplift the vibrational frequency of all those around us. For this understanding, for this rhythm, this harmony of truth, we say thank you. And we are so very grateful to know that we do possess that which is above, below, within us. And we say thank you. So mote it be. And amen. So, I don't know about you, but I feel, good morning, Annie. I feel very lit up a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to get into our discussion today. Last week's topic, we chose to talk about the Declaration, Principle 1. We believe in infinite intelligence. And we also went into, in the Spiritualist Manual, what they broke down. And the first one they said, by this we express our belief in a supreme impersonal power everywhere present, manifesting as life through all forms of organized matter. Called by some God, by others spirit, and by spiritualists infinite intelligence. And we can go on to say the Native Americans call it Great Spirit. I mean, again, 10,000 names for this infinite intelligence. And so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on this thread of discussing one, but we're going to tie in principle two, or declaration two, and that is, we believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are expressions of this infinite intelligence. And what the spiritualist manual goes on to say on the second declaration, in this manner we express our belief in the eminence of spirit, and that all forms of life are manifestations of spirit or infinite intelligence, and thus that all men are children of God. So again, in spiritualism, it's talking about how we are that which is infinite intelligence, that we're being, in a sense, thought into the physical expression of that unseen healing force that we were just discussing in our healing service, and that is gathered around us at all times. And the beautiful thing about this unseen force is, with our conscious intent, we can choose what energy within infinite intelligence we choose to tap into. Because at all times, we have full access to the universal mind. Therefore, we have access to all things. And each one of us brings a unique gift into this world. So each one of us, where one is clairvoyant and other may be scientifically minded, but still it recognizes that the formulas that they're working on, scientists are now saying, I don't know where the answer came from. I just know it came, and it came from a higher place. So we're beginning to build that bridge of knowing that we have the full capacity into reaching the universal mind, the universal spirit, and tap into that which we feel drawn to within our spirit soul being. Okay, so one of the things that I would like to read to you is how science and spirituality is creating a bridge. And I think it's really exciting at the time period that we're living in, because we're living in a time period where science is investigating quantum physics. Okay, so quantum physics is basically searches for the unseen energy and researches the universe of all, researches the universal energies, the dark energy, as well as the smallest of particles. Okay, so the energy that we also contain. And science has been seeking the God particle, the Higgs field, for quite some time now. And the ancient truths in the ancient texts of the mystics have been telling us about the same thing, only they've been using more mystical technology. And so I find this time period that we're in such a beautiful bridge, where science in quantum physics is explaining in their terminology what the mystics have been telling us throughout the ages. And this is an amazing time period. So the difference in science looks to the universe, the mystic tells us to look inward. So that science always is pretty much looking for the outward expression of the manifested world, where the mystics are teaching us to seek and understand the outer. You must go within to understand the inner. This is an inside job. And the only way that we can affect the outer world is shifting our inner frequency and understanding. So that means we must go into the center space of the heart and into the center space within the mind, or within the brain, because that accesses us to the universal mind. So today, as we were talking, we're in a time period where we can explore both of these and examine the inner world to affect both worlds. By seeking the life force energy within, we can stimulate the unseen energy around us. Now, this goes into natural law. There are unseen energies that are around us all the time. So let's explore a couple of these unseen energies that is natural law. And gravity would be just but one of these unseen energies. And we see the manifestation of gravity every single day. Something falls, trips, stumbles, rolls out of bed. There's a floor to catch you, correct? right? Okay, so gravity keeps us bound to the earth so we don't float away, right? But it is an unseen natural law. And in the time period that we're in and what we're discussing is a natural law also in the law of correspondence. And this is a hermetic principle that is as old can be. It goes back 56,000 years to the time, and I'm just bringing this up. It's okay if you don't have a belief in this, but there's so much evidence about the time of Atlantis and when the Emerald Tablets manifested and were given to mankind. And these natural laws and how to stimulate them is embedded in those tablets. And throughout the ages, other mystical traditions and spiritual traditions have understood and known these tablets and have brought them in their own way of describing how these things work. So we're just going to work with the Hermetic principle of correspondence and rhythm, okay? So in discussing these unseen natural laws, we've discussed that gravity, okay? So that's an outward expression of that natural law that we see manifest each and every day. We can't see it per se, but we can see and experience its effects. We have the capability of corresponding with gravity in understanding how it works and how we can stimulate it in manifesting the life we want to live. So in natural laws, it's not so much a linear thing. There's the physical natural laws, and then there's the spiritual natural laws. And most of those correspond with each other, okay? There's only a jump in frequency, but they're still in the same vibrational current. So how gravity affects to hold things here on the physical realm, when we go inward and we begin using our mind's eye to envision that which we would like to experience, and we're not completely happy with the effects that we're experiencing, we want to change and correspond our inner to our outside so that we can begin experiencing the effects we want to experience, then we've got to trigger the law of gravity as well. And the law of gravity works with the law of manifestation, or for cause and effect as well. So how gravity works and how we can stimulate this into manifesting our life and corresponding with the universal unseen energy, unseen force, okay, is we get into our mind's eye, the vision that we seek to manifest, and we allow ourselves to get extremely detailed in it. Allow yourself to be in it, because the body doesn't know the difference between the vision in the mind and actually what you're doing, okay? So when you go into your mind's eye and you allow yourself to grow a vision of something you would love to be living and doing and manifesting, allow yourself to fully immerse in it. Experience what it feels like. Allow your body to stimulate and cultivate the feelings of what it feels like, and stay in that, okay? So because as we stimulate this visionary process, we begin raising our vibrational frequency within our cellular body, our physical body. And what that does is it corresponds and reaches out, and it triggers the law of manifestation, which also triggers the spiritual law of gravity. And our thoughts, because we're allowing ourselves to be lifted into this vision, our thoughts are fired into the unseen reality that we live in each and every day. Our thoughts truly do create our reality. But until we understand how to manifest that which we desire, we must understand how to utilize the mechanics of the body technology. And this is using the vision, the vibration, the feeling, the emotions properly, and allowing our thoughts to lift up, okay? So our thoughts are like little bullets that go up into the universe, all right? And what gravity, the spiritual essence of gravity, begins pulling all of these little molecules and these quarks and these photons and protons and atoms and all of those really tiny molecules that quantum physics studies, okay? Starts pulling them, because like does attract like, okay? So it starts pulling all of these things into a manifested form in these particles, okay? And as you allow yourself to put on what it feels like to live in that vision, and you visit this on a daily basis, and you affirm this into your being, and you speak it into your affirmations, the law of gravity on the spiritual begins pulling it even more and more closer into your experience. And what happens is then it reaches the law of gravity on the physical realm. They meet. Okay, they're not separate. They're on the same frequency, but there's a meeting place. It's like when you look at a thermometer and you see hot and you see cold. Find that middle place where the two meet. Okay, and it's in that little quantum field right there the magic happens, because the more you continue the momentum within your mind, within your consciousness, within your intent, within your vision, within your body unit, and you begin lifting those vibrations to stimulate the atmosphere and the environment around you, next thing you know, that the physical law of gravity begins to manifest it here, and you begin to see synchronicities in your daily life to show you that your manifestation is drawing nearer and nearer. And to pull it in the fastest rate, what you want to do is you continually want to cultivate that each and every day. And you don't want to allow any outer circumstances to derail you from the truth of what you're manifesting. We truly are powerful beings, and this truth has been kept from us. These laws that we are going to investigate through these services, and we're going to delve deeper into each one of them so that we can remember how to use our divine power in the microcosm of everyday life, and how it will begin to change not only us, but how we're going to be able to stimulate and grow our aura to vibrate the environment and trigger more of these unseen laws that we're going to discuss that we live in each and every day, so that we can become more masterful in how we think of ourselves, how we speak of ourselves, how we put into the universal mind that which we wish to manifest and stimulate. So, as we were discussing, you'll begin to see those synchronicities. You'll hear a topic on, if you watch television or over the radio, all of a sudden a song will come on, advertisement will come on, and it'll be right in alignment with what you've been manifesting. A book will show up to help you manifest it even more, or deepen your understanding of that which you are seeking to bring forward and that you are seeking to step into. See, it's not just bringing it forward to us. We've got to elevate ourselves every day and step more and more into alignment, which is what we seek to manifest in our lives. We must put on the clothing. We must put on the mindset. We must stimulate the vibrational frequency and remove those hidden beliefs buried within us that tell us we can't have what we desire because you're selfish for wanting it. That is not true. If the desire is placed upon your heart, then it's been yours all along, or you wouldn't feel the stimulating essence of it within. Okay? Seek within yourself, as the mystics were talking about, and express it outwardly into the quantum field. Become the bridge between the finite and the infinite, and allow yourself to manifest a better world, not only for yourself, but for the world around you. Play with the law of gravity. Begin to learn it, feel it, discover deeper of the reality and of the truth and the wisdom it has to offer you. It is not just a force that keeps us upon the planet. It is also working with other unseen laws, like the law of cause and effect, to bring us more of the experiences we seek to experience. This is why it's so very important to pay attention to what we're thinking about ourselves, about what we're thinking about the people around us, about what we're thinking about the world and the environment. We live in the land of effects. There's nothing we can outwardly do to shift anything that is going on in this reality. But when we go within, as the mystics taught us, and we begin stimulating the microcosm self, reaching and expanding into the macrocosm of the unseen, begin understanding the wisdom of these laws, we could begin manifesting a better world, not only for us, but for everybody who lives in it. And this energy, as we raise our vibrational frequencies, stimulate the human consciousness. And it affords somebody else to get out of the place of fear and get into a place of, I want to know more about myself, and I want to know more about the world around me and how I can be a causation instead of just somebody who is being tossed to and fro by the effects of others. That's what's going to change our world, is becoming and understanding that we are conscious creators. And as we obey or disobey nature's spiritual and physical laws, would constitute our happiness or unhappiness, okay? When we disobey those laws, it's not that we're being punished, it's we're out of the rhythm. And that's when we start experiencing things that are uncomfortable for us, okay? So I hope that this has helped you in some way. I know for me, working with the law of gravity has done amazing things in my life. And I have to be very mindful because my manifestations come very quickly today after exploring the depths of me and awakening the infinite intelligence that is within me, that is within all of us. Awakening that unseen spark of light and shining that and not being afraid to shine that. There's only one me in the world. There's only one you, and we all offer something uniquely different, but yet we are being stimulated, we are being breathed, and we have our being in the same life that lives us both. Okay? So take these words inward and begin to express them outward. We're going to be discussing more as we go on with these services of natural law. There's many of them that need to be discussed to help you become that conscious being, that conscious creator, to help you get into daily routines that stimulate the law in a place of seeking what you want instead of stimulating the law unconsciously and continuing patterns of things that you don't want in your life. The one word that the universe does not ever hear, and that's the word don't. I don't want. The universe never hears the word don't. It only hears I and want. So think very carefully about what you express with your vibrational frequencies, because you're stimulating these unseen laws at every given time. Our words are our spells. That's why they call it spelling. Be mindful about what you think, what you say about yourself, what you feel. Allow yourself to express the deeper truth of who and what you truly are. And don't be afraid to live that and allow it to be what lives you. So this was our topic today. I hope it was able to serve you. If you have any questions, message me. I've got no problem answering questions, or you can call me at 718-9170 at All Spiritual Life Center. I would be love to help you. If you would like to become a member of our church, our center, church/center, we're going to have services, not only services, but courses and teaching and ordination. And we're just going the whole way because we feel that Spirit has put onto our hearts to bring this information, to get more in a progressive mindset by bringing these ancient wisdoms into a new time and understanding so that we can be creating a new world. We're moving into a whole new age. It doesn't have to be like it has been. we can come together and consciously create something better for us all. So that's what we're seeking to do here at All Spiritual Life Center. And I hope you stay with us and continue with these services, because we're just going to have fun and we're going to learn and we're going to explore more than just spiritualism. We're going to broaden our horizons. So, all right. So again, this would be a time that we would do offerings, but again, we're not set up for that just yet. But I am going to do a blessing of the offerings, because I feel so much by you being here and by Spirit orchestrating all of this so that we can do this with you on Sundays. That in itself is one of the greatest gifts. So let's just go ahead and close our eyes. And I want you to cultivate in your hands an offering you would like to offer, either All Spiritual Life Center or the world around you, or even yourself. That's okay. So let's take that deep breath in, that centering. Let's focus our thoughts on the abundance of our life. No matter what our circumstances are, we are alive. The abundance of truth tells us that we can change our circumstances by going within and seeking change without. And this abundance that we hold within our mind and our body and our spirit is what we offer to you and what we receive. We're grateful for this. We're grateful for the life that breathes us in the continuity of the fact that there is only life. And at any given time, we can choose to live a life of abundance and prosperity. And as we give, we do receive. And we keep the circular motion of giving and receiving open within our hearts. And we say thank you. Thank you for this abundance. Thank you for offering this knowledge to us so we may express it to others and share our prosperity with others. And we are going to solidify this knowledge and this truth within us as we open our hands and let it flow freely and say, so mote it be, and amen. All right. So any of the announcements that I made earlier at the beginning, when we were in our 10-minute time period before we went live, was that we are coming together. The board has gotten together this past Friday, and we're working on a fundraiser to help generate more funds so that we can find this building that will be our home, our spiritual home, so that we can begin to grow and offer more classes as well as fellowship and services, meetings. I mean, we've got lots in store to share, and we're so excited. Another thing that we're building funds for is we do have an IRS form that would blanket us into further accepting of grants and those type of donations. And that is at a $600 price tag. We do have $300 of it. So we're working on raising the funds to meet that $600, because this will also enable us to become a teaching and ordination center and church. So which will be recognized legally not only statewide, but across the US. So that's exciting. We're hoping to bring that to you as well. So we'll be working on, we're hoping for July 20th. That's a Saturday. The time, it will be from 12 to 5. The where, we haven't quite figured out. We're going to go out and see if we can find a few parks today and get some prices on pavilions, because what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to do readings in the park. And I'm putting a shout out right now to anybody who would like to volunteer for setup, tear down, and we're going to have food and drink out there as well. I've got a few people that I might be able to gather, and if you know anybody to gather that would like to do drumming out there, we would love to have the ambiance of drumming and raising the vibrational frequency while we give our readings from our mediums. Also, there's going to be a 50-50, and Brittany Rochelle will be the one, she's on our board, and she will be doing the 50-50 raffle. So we're excited to be doing that as well. We're going to have some cool stuff. So again, it will be July 20th. The where, we're going to have to get back to you. So please either continue tuning in. We should have all the details by next Sunday's service, or check out All Spiritual Life Center Facebook page. Soon, we're in the process of having a web page built where these will be archived. The services will be archived. So if you didn't get something, you can't find it on Facebook, you'll be able to go to the All Spiritual Life Center website. So these are all the big things that we've got in store. So stay tuned. We'll get you the where this week. And remember, place that date. It'll be July 20th, and it'll be from 12 to 5. And it's readings in the park. So we look forward to it. So now let's do our benediction, and then we'll close for today. All right. I'm so grateful everybody joined us. If I didn't say hi, Sharon, hi, Laura, hi, Larry, hi, Stacy. Hi, everybody. I'm so very grateful, so very excited. I love each and every one of you, and I feel the love back to me. So thank you so much for that offering and that abundance. Thank you. All right, for our benediction today, I don't know about you, but I'm tingly. All right, so let's get in that center of gratitude. Let's stimulate that in our body units, in our physical being. Let's open that heart chakra and let it pour out of us and stimulate the natural laws, the unseen laws around us, so we can begin creating a new and better world, not only for ourselves, but for everybody we come in contact with, as well as the earth we walk upon. So we are very grateful, and we thank the unseen force. We thank infinite intelligence for gathering this knowledge and these truths around us, stimulating it core within us. We know that we are that which is you, and you have your being within us as well. For we are but one being, enjoying many, many vibrational frequencies, stimulating in different bodies the different desires that you placed within the soul and the blueprint of our hearts. This is exciting as we begin to go inward and read this blueprint that we came in with, and remember the divinity that we are here to bring into the finite realm of this world, of our being, of our physical being. We say thank you for the creation of us, as we remind ourselves every day that we co-create through you in our lives what we choose and want to live. Thank you. And we breathe this out, letting it be and knowing this is done. And we say together, so mote it be, and amen. Namaste, everybody. Have a blessed week. Share. Please share this video. Like. Tag your friends to join us. And we look forward to serving you. Have a blessed day and a blessed week. Bye-bye.